Hey Bougie click. Today, we're diving deep into the art of living a soft life, a lifestyle many aspire to, but few understand. Imagine a life of ease and luxury, where femininity and masculinity dance in harmony, creating a stress-free oasis. In this video, we'll explore why feminine women choose to let men lead and provide, not out of weakness, but from a place of strength and wisdom. It's about understanding the power of strategic partnership and the beauty of letting go of control to embrace true softness. So, if you're ready to learn how to cultivate peace, provision, and protection in your life, stay tuned. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Let's get into it.
I'ma make you a fan.
Why feminine women let men lead and provide to live a soft life. Everybody wants the soft life, lavish peace, stress-free luxury, the kind of ease that doesn't ask you to split dinner bills or fix leaky faucets. One rooted in intentional femininity, strategic partnership, and the unbothered brilliance of letting a man lead and provide. Not because she's incapable, but because she understands her worth, her power, and how to wield both with grace. But let's be clear, softness doesn't manifest out of thin air. It's a lifestyle funded by provision, protected by leadership, and maintained by humility. You can have it, but you better understand how it actually works. Softness is a luxury. It's not just bubble baths and brunch, it's peace, protection, provision, and emotional security. If you're determined to live a soft life, then you need masculine leadership to hold that structure in place. You don't get to float through life, unbothered and adored, without someone anchoring it for you. Femininity, living soft requires letting go of control. Feminine doesn't mean fragile. A feminine woman embodies emotional intelligence, intuition, and a magnetic presence that doesn't need to shout to be heard. She doesn't compete, she complements. She doesn't chase, she chooses. And she knows that partnership doesn't threaten her independence, it amplifies her softness. You want ease, luxury, and emotional peace. You want the candlelit dinners, the surprise weekend getaways, the sense of safety that lets your nervous system finally unclench. Then here's the reality, the soft life demands structure, and structure needs leadership. If you're constantly micromanaging your relationship, negotiating every task like a boardroom deal, or carrying the financial load alone, you're not living soft, you're surviving. The femininity isn't about submission. It's about trusting someone who is capable and willing to carry the weight. A man who leads sees the big picture, makes decisions rooted in care and clarity, and creates the space for you to rest, flourish, and focus on your joy. That's not weakness. That's wisdom. Leadership isn't about control. A woman rooted in her femininity isn't intimidated by masculine leadership. She sees it for what it truly is, protection, direction, and provision. Masculine energy thrives when it has purpose, and nothing activates it faster than a woman who isn't interested in power struggles. She lets the man lead not because she's lost in life, but because she's tired of leading everywhere, all the time, for everyone. She's mastered delegation. Her strength lies in discerning who's capable of carrying the load, and when the right man shows up with stability, vision, and consistency, she doesn't flinch. She lets him step into that role, while she luxuriates in softness. Leadership isn't dominance, it's accountability. A man who leads well listens, plans, builds. He doesn't bark orders, he sets direction and ensures you're safe while following your dreams. Trying to be the captain, co-captain, and deckhand in your relationship is a recipe for burnout. You say you want soft, but you're navigating stormy seas solo. Let that man steer. You can still hold your compass. Provision is more than paying bills. To provide is to create a space where stress doesn't dominate her days. It's financial security, yes, but it's also emotional grounding, thoughtful support, and the kind of reliability that makes her feel safe. Feminine women are not gold diggers, they're peace diggers. And peace is expensive. The right man understands this and doesn't flinch when it's time to pay the price. Whether it's covering dinner, booking a surprise vacation, or simply making decisions that protect her energy, provision comes in many forms. A feminine woman recognizes it, appreciates it, and doesn't dilute it with pride or guilt. She accepts with grace and reciprocates with radiance. Letting a man provide isn't about submitting to some outdated gender role. It's about choosing alignment over struggle. If a man wants to lead and carry the weight financially, why are you gripping the reins with white-knuckle resistance? Independence is beautiful, but so is knowing when to pause the performance and let somebody handle things. Provision is protection, not oppression. We've been sold the lie that letting a man provide is somehow anti-feminist. That accepting financial or emotional support means giving up autonomy. But here's the truth: provision is a form of love. When a man steps up to provide, he's not diminishing your strength, he's amplifying your softness. He's removing burdens that you shouldn't have to carry alone. When you resist provision out of pride or fear, you end up exhausting yourself. You trade your birthright of rest for hustle culture. And then wonder why you're burnt out, resentful, and emotionally tapped. Letting a man provide isn't dependency. It's discerning reciprocity. When a man provides, it's not about control, it's about responsibility. A man who leads well understands his duty is to give stability. That includes financial provision. He handles bills, offers financial protection, and makes sure the basics, housing, food, transportation, are covered. A feminine woman isn't scrambling to split rent or Uber fares. She's in her lane, not his ledger. Decision-making confidence: he calls the shots where appropriate, choosing the restaurant, planning the trip, locking down the logistics. She lets him lead not because she can't decide, but because she trusts his ability to direct with intention. Emotional fortitude: he creates a safe environment where she can feel vulnerable without punishment. Her softness is his reward, not a threat. Example: a man hears his woman is stressed. Instead of saying, "What do you need?" he says, "I've booked you a massage, then dinner at your favorite spot. I'll pick you up at 6. That's provision and leadership in motion. Masculine energy needs space to show up. A man cannot lead where he is micromanaged. Masculine energy thrives on purpose and responsibility, not on power struggles. If you're constantly challenging his decisions, outshining his efforts, or assuming control out of habit, don't be surprised when he starts pulling back. Letting him lead doesn't mean silencing your voice. It means choosing your battles wisely and trusting him to steer when appropriate. You can be empowered and still know when to lean back. That duality? That's where your true magic lives. Submission is strategy. Submitting to the right man is a power move. It takes discernment, self-awareness, and trust in one's intuition. Feminine women aren't submitting to just anybody, they submit to a man with proven leadership, emotional intelligence, and a clear vision. Because when you're with a man who knows how to lead, you don't have to be hypervigilant or play tug-of-war with the reins. You get to rest. You get to flow. You get to live the soft life without apology. Delegate, don't dominate. Start delegating. Start releasing. Start acknowledging that power isn't always about being in control, it's about being cared for, seen, and secure. When you allow the man to step into his role as leader and provider, you liberate yourself to step into your highest feminine state, expressive, radiant, and unbothered. You were not built to do it all. You were built to be in partnership with someone who understands the assignment. A soft life is a shared experience, not a solo performance. Letting him lead requires trust, not blind obedience. Submission in this context is not slavery, it's strategy. It's the feminine power move of stepping back so the masculine can step forward. Here's how that shows up. She doesn't micromanage, he says I got it, and she lets go. No checklist, no reminders, no hovering. Let him prove that he's capable. She allows space for mistakes. Leadership isn't perfection, it's accountability. She knows he might mess up and still lets him lead, trusting he'll make it right. She sets the standard without nagging, her energy inspires his elevation. She doesn't yell, she withdraws from chaos. He steps up or steps out. Example, when traveling, she lets him book the hotel, map the route, and handle the logistics. If something goes wrong, she doesn't throw it in his face, she watches how he handles the pressure. That's vetting leadership in real time. The muse, not the manager. A feminine woman operating in soft life mode isn't just a passive receiver. She's intentional about her energy, influence, and impact. Her contribution isn't transactional, it's transformational. She cultivates peace, her presence soothes. She speaks softly, sets boundaries with grace, and chooses joy without apology. She inspires vision, her softness isn't just comfort, it's clarity. She reflects his potential back to him, holds emotional space, and motivates greatness. She honors masculine energy, she respects masculine leadership, not because he demands it, but because she values what it provides. Example, she doesn't fight for dominance in conversation. Instead, she listens actively, affirms his direction, and redirects with charm if needed. I hear you. But you know what might work even better? Living soft is a luxury. The soft life isn't about doing nothing. It's about curating a life of ease, joy, and alignment. Feminine women build it intentionally. They pour into themselves, attract partners who respect their rhythm, and protect their peace like it's designer luggage, because it is. She might have been the strong one all her life. But now, she's choosing softness. And if that means letting him lead while she reclines, so be it. She's not performing strength for anyone anymore, and neither should you. Final word, softness is power. The soft life is not weak, foolish, or naive. It is intentional. It is rooted in standards, boundaries, discernment, and above all, trust. And one of the wisest moves you can make is to allow a man, if he's proven himself worthy, to lead and provide. Because when the right man leads, you don't lose your voice. You find your peace. Living the soft life isn't passive, it's a calculated lifestyle choice. If you want to rest in your feminine, you must let him rise in his masculine. Let him lead. Let him provide. And let your softness be the reward he earns, not the prize he demands. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the world of femininity, leadership, and living a soft life. If you found this discussion insightful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content that explores these empowering topics. Share your thoughts in the comments, I'd love to hear your perspective. Remember, living a soft life is a choice, and it's about creating a balanced partnership where both sides can thrive. Until next time, embrace your softness and let it be your strength. Take care and see you in the next video. What do you think? Do you need to let men lead and provide to live a soft life? Let me know in the comments section. Stay bougie. Follow and support me. All links in bio. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check description for more info. New episodes every day.